Hi guys, what's up? Hope you guys are doing great. Welcome back to my channel. I am finally back with one of the most demanded videos on my channel. Trust me, guys, you wouldn't believe it. Uh, Alliance University and MBA at Alliance. How is it? Is it good, bad? Should we go for it? Should we not? Has been the most asked question on my channel so far. And finally, I have gotten hold of the current students of Alliance University. Trust me, this was not an easy job. And if we tell them what time we are shooting it, they might just laugh at it. But I think that's what an MBA life is, super hectic. But thank you so much, Weber, Bhavna, and Priya, for taking time out from your very busy schedules and finally making this happen. Through this conversation, basically, my total reason of having you all here is to really understand how is the MBA at Alliance University, how has your schedule like, how are the faculty members, what are the opportunities like, both in terms from placements and in terms of like personality growth development, and how good is the brand name, all of those things. So I want you all to be as candid as possible. Before we get started, you guys should definitely introduce yourself.
Hey everyone, so I'm Vaibhav. I'm currently in my second year of MBA specializing in finance. I'm a Northie, belonging from Uttar Pradesh as native, but I've lived my entire life in southern part of the country. So I've been in Hyderabad, I've been in Chennai, currently settled in Bangalore. Before that, I was in Pune. I'm an engineer basically, so I've done my engineering in mechanical way back in 2017, and after that I worked in a corporate. So my first job as a corporate was in Infosys, this company I'm pretty sure you all have heard. I joined as a fresher. So it was an absolute amazing journey of almost 4 years before I decided that, you know what, I just have to go for MBA now. After getting the corporate experience, I thought this is the best time for me to pursue an MBA and catapult my career into a much higher level. And here I am doing MBA, successfully finished 1 year of time, and I'm looking forward to catching up in case you do enroll in Alliance.
So basically I'm a mixture, just like Vaibhav. So native, I'm from Bihar, and again a North Indian, North East mixture, you can say that. So, but majority part of my education was in Odisha, where I lived for like 20 years of my life, to be precise. Like my basic education, my graduation, I'm a graduate in economics, and that's how I would say my analytical skills are. And then here, bang on, I'm here as a MBA in marketing student at Alliance. And by choice, I would say, but at Alliance, so the kind of opportunities that I got, like me and Spriha actually, we have hosted a lot of events together, and
Yeah.
that's how it started. That's how we had the friendship. Weber was my classmate in the first semester, then he shifted to finance and me into marketing, and Spriha into HR.
Oh,
But for
wow.
the first semester, we were like quite
Yeah.
great friends. Yeah, we were in the same class.
Hi, my full name is Priha Tyagi, and I'm from HR Human Resource Specialization. I'm a public speaker, and what really what attracted me in Alliance, or what drove me as a student here, was I could really explore my interest, and I did a lot of hosting with Bhavna, and both of us were into public speaking and emceeing around Alliance. So that was a good experience.
Wow. Okay. Great. I mean, unknowingly, knowingly, we all are from all different backgrounds and also pursuing different careers. So from engineering to finance and from, economics to marketing and then for Priya to HR. I'm pretty sure like
Yeah.
if you would rewind a year and a half back and when you all were looking in for colleges and like MBA, first of all, a big question, somebody leaving the job, all of that. How did you
Mm.
actually like just cut down and nail it to like Alliance? Like so what were your, like, if you could give me one or two reasons, why did you basically choose Alliance? What about you, Priya?
So I've always been a good explorer, in the sense that I explored Bombay first. I did my bachelor's in mass media in Bombay, and then I stayed there for 5 years. Wanted to move out, see the world a little more. So I thought pursuing my MBA in the southern part of India. So Bangalore was the best option. Alliance was like the best thing that happened. So that was pretty much why I landed in Alliance, is that I wanted to explore this part of the country too. That was basically honestly that. And hence the journey started, and I am here doing my HR MBA.
So my reason for joining here was I had few seniors over here who were placed in some really great companies out there in corporates. So I had a word with them, and there were a few professors that I interacted with, like Sanjeev Padashetty, Ray Titus, who are like quite seasoned professors. So the kind of combination I wanted for my academic career and for my corporate career, I could see a amalgamation of both of it in Alliance, and that's the reason I landed here. Basically, great reviews, great professors, and that's why I am.
Yeah, I think my reasons are also very, in line with what Spriha and Bhavna said. I mean, for me, one of the reasons why I chose to be in Alliance is because I mean, I have to admit, I didn't want to leave Bangalore. So I wanted to pursue this program while having the home advantage. So one of the reasons was to do it from Alliance. The other reason was, many people, I mean, I have got relatives in Bangalore. They also were suggesting that, why not, why don't you try Alliance as well, along with all the other options? I mean, Bangalore was not something that I, just put my mark on. I was anyhow flexible, but somewhere along the way, I thought, why not just stick in Bangalore and use that home advantage? So that's how I got to know about Alliance. I, just like any other college and the university, I just ended up filling the form of Alliance. It was a journey which I felt was like destined, because Alliance was not in my plate at the time. But I'm really glad that, I landed up in Alliance. And what Bhavna and Spriya said about the curriculum and the professors and the way they help you. I mean, I heard good reviews as well about Alliance, and I think the home advantage plus the institute. And the fact was, when I was working in corporate, so many people would be like, why don't you try a part-time MBA? And I said that if you want to get a proper learning, especially from an MBA, it has to happen in classroom. That's what I believe in. That's what traditionally in my family they believe. There's no such thing as online studying. It's like you have to sit in the classroom. That's where you'll understand things better. So that's why I was like, Alliance and Bangalore, perfect combination.
Great, great. All right. Now, I just want any one of you to answer this question, because I have been receiving so many queries about this. Like, what is the exact admission process to get into MBA at Alliance? Like, what are the different entrances that are acceptable? What are, if they have any different interview rounds? So if anybody could go up for it, and like, Bhavna, how about you?
So starting off with, the first thing is they take CAT score, ZAT score, math score, everything. And for people who miss out there, like people who couldn't give those tests, or somewhere they got poor grades or something like that, they have an AMAT as a second chance. That is Alliance Management Aptitude Test. Through that also you can take the admission. Once you clear that test, then you get into an PI, that is a group discussion and interview combination, where there will be renowned professors of the university interviewing you, which is quite tough to crack, I would say, but a great experience in terms of getting an admission. And that's how it goes. And the finalists will be announced, like, for example, you had your interviews today. They won't keep you waiting for long, like 15 days, 20 days. Within 2-3 days, they'll be giving you the result and a clear clarity that you are getting in or you are going out. So that's a bang on as in terms of process that they have.
Yeah, I think one more thing to add on is, apart from the GD and the PI, there is also an extempore round as well, which happens inside the PI. So you would be given a topic right on the spot. You just
good. You've given this hack
to think on, and 2 minutes to speak.
Great.
Yeah.
This will really help a lot of people who didn't know about it, and got in shock. Suddenly in the interview, glad.
What I got was social media and its impact. So that was really where you could put your negative and positive thoughts both, and it was a brainstorming session. You just got 1 minute to note down your points, and then you had to go for it. And also, the exam which I took was NMAT, and I got it through NMAT. So one more exam is there.
Great. So that means they're acceptable to all the competitive exams that happen on the management level.
Yes,
exactly.
Absolutely.
Good, guys. Guys, can somebody tell me what are the exact number of seats that are available?
There are 2 campuses of Alliance University. So one is located in the outskirts of the city, which is where me, Bhavna and Spriya are currently situated. So that particular campus in a particular year, I think it's able to see around 350-ish.
Wow.
I mean, you guys can also correct me in case I
Yeah.
missed out the mark, but I think 350-ish.
Yeah.
That is
By
the
the-
central
basically
campus
they have,
covered. Yeah.
yeah. So basically they have 3 batches. That is, one is July batch, one is
Hmm.
September batch, and the another one is Jan batch. So combining all, it is close to 500.
Yeah.
And dividing them, majority of the students join in July batch because that's the best
Time.
Okay.
time to start. Like,
Good. You
Yeah.
guys are
That's
giving
how it
good
goes.
hacks. I'm liking it. By the way, I have visited that Alliance campus, and it's actually very pretty. Like, I've also put out a video in case if anybody's watching and have not checked out the campus tour, they should definitely do it. You have? Oh, great. Yeah. Great. All right,
Yes,
guys.
we have.
Now I have
I
one
remember
more.
seeing you in the campus also, Kavach.
Oh, great.
Yes.
Arey, nice. I'm glad.
I do remember.
Okay. Guys, I have one more question before we get back to like talking to you about your placements. One of the biggest doubts that I get is that because you all have come through work experience at Alliance, you know, and a lot of MBAs I'm seeing are accepting or like accepting more people from WorkX. So do you suggest to a lot of people, should they directly move from the undergrad to their MBA, or should they have a little bit of work experience before they join it? Anybody can answer. Priya, you can go for it.
Actually, it's very subjective. I mean, for me, I don't have WorkX, but Vaibhav has WorkX. So it is like an advantage to somebody and a disadvantage to some people. So we cannot straight away say that, oh, or you have experience, so you will get better placements, or you don't have, or you're a fresher, you can't get better placements. So all of us have our own strengths and weaknesses. So there's no correct or a straight answer for that.
Perfect. Good one. Guys, one of the major doubts that I have, I know like the faculty is good, infrastructure is great, and you guys are given opportunities, a lot of events. And I know that because I myself have visited like, you know, the campus and been a part of the literary fairs that happened. So I know like it's actually very good. But one of the major doubts that comes with MBA, and that is to do with like cost of investment, ROI, is that what are the kind of placements? So I want you to answer that in 2 parts. Firstly, how good are the placements? What are the average packages that you would see? What are the good companies that come in? And secondly, how is the university able to help you bag like really the best placements? You know, so like, are they training you, all of that? So if, I mean, all of you could answer this, that'd be great from your own perspectives.
Yeah, so I think coming to the average CTC, I think which is one of the most crucial information everybody looks out for.
Yeah.
So I think our batch was able to attract about 7.5 in average from the cumulative data of the companies that I have seen when I was applying on for companies in the portal. So I'm just calculating this as a rough estimate around 7.5 as the average. Highest, I am not sure, but I think it's between 20 and 30. This time around, we saw a good increase in that.
That's great.
Yeah, and yeah, so we have a dedicated placement cell in certain universities. We call them placement cell. We call here as career advancement and networking. In short, it's CA and CAN. So they, they work very actively to find opportunities for students in both perspectives. One is the internships, the other one is the final job placements. And apart from their efforts and everything, so in our curriculum, we have something called as a placement readiness course, which we call it as PRC. So that is basically to, get us to speed on, the aptitude tests which certain companies do believe in taking. So we have that throughout the program. I mean, in all of the 4 semesters, we would be having one course of that kind where we would be sharpening our aptitude and our reasoning logical skills. Apart from that, one of the beautiful initiatives which was taken in our batch was something called as corporate mentorship program. So what happens here is we have about 30 to 40 corporates, professionals, and about 8 students or so are allotted under each of them. So it's like every weekend we get to catch up with them, subject to their availability, where we can discuss our career aspirations. What are we looking to do? What is our areas of interest? Where do we want to, bag an internship, or where do we want to get a placement offer? And they are more than willing to give us all their insights, all their advices, and they keep track as well. They stay in connect with us on a personal level as well. They are very much available to share their numbers, and that's a very beautiful thing I found.
Wow.
Something which helped me a lot, to be honest. And apart from that, so that's how it helped us in the internships. As and when we moved closer to the placement cycle in the third semester, we had 3 rounds of mock GDPI sessions. So now the objective of doing this was to give so many students a clear hang of what can be expected once they go into an actual placement round.
Technically, Vaibhav summed up everything that was provided to us in past 1.5 years, starting from the PRC that he mentioned to the CAN office support and to the corporate mentorship. That is one of the best thing I would say that Alliance provides us.
Yep.
Yeah, and they are not normal people from industry who have 10 plus years of experience. They have a benchmark that they won't make a corporate mentor who is having under 10 plus years of experience. So they are mostly vice president, that kind of, and few are CEOs of the company as well. That we have the corporates like that. And one thing that is Vaibhav missed was very important. That was about the dream offer. So basically, what our college provides is there are few companies, for example, Deloitte. Deloitte won't offer you as a fresher a joining package of 15 lakhs. They won't. They have they will be landing around 7.5. So what college provides us with, that you can bag one offer that is within 10 lakh, and after that you are eligible for dream offers for the companies that are above 10 lakh. For example, Vaibhav got placed in Schneider Electric. We have Lead Square, we have Kaseya Software Technologies, and other great companies landing in, so that you will be secure. Like, you are not losing out on the money side, money aspect, or the salary aspect of it, and not missing out on the role. At the end of the day, you will be having two options to decide that whether this 8 lakh, 9 lakh package is good for you or 14 lakh package is good for you, and you can choose in between. So you always have two options to crack. One in below 10 lakh and one is above 10 lakh. And the highest CTC offered in our batch is 30 LP.
Wow. Yeah. Honestly, this is a very unique thing. I did not know about it, because I mean, we talk to a lot of MBA students on a day-to-day basis. Every university has this rule: once you place, you're out of the placement cycle. No matter what your package is, whether it's 3 lakhs or 5 lakhs, you are out of it, which is super good. Yeah, that's great. Okay, guys, quickly, I have a little bit of gist of what kind of your routine is, because to get you all together on this call was a task. But if you all could tell me a little bit of how does your day start and what time does it end, and what all do you do, it'll be great.
Actually, it's quite hectic since after the second semester, in the third semester, our curriculum changed dramatically. So by 1:30 we are almost free, but the amount of assignments we have is humongous. We are expected to work on our assignments, personal projects after 1:30, and we are encouraged to explore research papers, explore outside what's in our curriculum. So that's the best part of it, except that we are also encouraged to be extra involved in extracurriculars. So in this, me and Bhavna, we used to take so much part in all the cultural events, as per our interest. For example, both of us were public speakers, we could go there. The sports arena, we specifically have a department who holds a good hold on the sports events, cultural events. So all of this is very, very interrelated and very good for our well-being, mentally, physically, both. And as per the routine which we have is basically the class starts from 8. Now previously it used to happen 8:30, and previously it used to happen by 9. Nice. So that's which is very good, because we start the day pretty early and we are almost done by 1:30 with maximum brainstorming sessions, classes regular, and we have 15 minutes break between classes to get our to get us refreshed. And so that's the best part. Also, with the routine thing, after 1:30, actually our teachers encourage us to meet them and solve our doubts, ask them about our projects, and basically to know what is happening in our lives. So the best thing that Alliance offers, or our teachers encourage us, is to meet them regularly, understand on what growth level we are, what is actually lagging in terms of studies, in terms of our mental and physical health. So that's the best part. Or rest these two will add on.
Mine was a bit hectic because I chose it to be like, very hectic. So my day used to start at 7:30, getting ready, having breakfast in the mess, and then going to classes. So from 8:30 till 1:30, I used to have classes. Then 1:30 to 2 lunch break. Then I was working with the event management office of the college. I was interning there for close to 8 months. So
Oh,
I
wow.
used to work there for 6 hours every day. So from 2 till 8 in the evening, I used to work in that office and then have my dinner, go back to room, start all the assignments because like Spriha mentioned, because of this new curriculum that they have developed, that is industrial visits and in the real term projects. Like for example, for a brand subject, we had a project of take a failed brand and just give away the strategies to rebuild it. For example, I choose Johnson and Johnson. So things like that, quite innovative one that we might face in real life might face as real life challenges as well. So these kind of projects were there, and for 10 subjects we had 10 projects, which was quite a lot. So
Wow.
constantly at night we'll be sitting with our group mates, friends, and then brainstorming, and then sleeping, and then again waking up early morning.
Bhavna, I just have one more question to your routine. The internship that you were doing with Alliance, was it paid or not?
Yes, very well
Oh,
paid.
wow. So, like, are there more internal internship options that you have? Like, people can do like a part-time job and like make the buck on the side?
Yes, yes.
But yes, they do.
The best advantage in Alliance is that after 1:30 you're practically free. So the summer internship which I did, they extended my internship to a part-time internship, that saying that you can work for us freelance with us after 1:30. So I actually earned a lot of more than what I did in summer internships, just freelancing. And I mean, you just have to understand how you're figuring out your assignment part of it, your curriculum part of it, and then get back to your freelancing stuff. So it's very, and teachers appreciate you exploring outside the city camp, I mean, the campus and all.
As well as
Exactly.
managing our MBA routine, actually interning with Schneider Electric itself. And
Oh, wow.
luckily enough, I'm also placed in a full-time role at Schneider.
Guys, I know you have a lot of assignments to do, but I have one last question before I let you go. And this one is going to make it like a little rapid fire. One good thing and one bad thing about your whole journey at Alliance and MBA, what would it be? Like, because I mean, so many freshers are there, and I'm pretty sure their head would just be bursting up with so many questions, specifically the ones who are going to be joining. So, what is it, Bhavna?
So one good thing will be the curriculum, the faculties, the kind of ambience, the kind of atmosphere, and the kind of amenities that the college provide. They will take care of everything related to you for the next 2 years that you'll be spending and in the Alliance campus. And one bad thing I would say, again, the curriculum, because that is very, very, very hectic. So if like it is hectic, like I would like to say that we had to actually struggle a lot to meet ends and fulfill that.
Well, I think the good thing, I'll just agree with Bhavna, it's the curriculum
No,
and
no,
the
no.
professors.
That's
So
not the
they
rule. You have to
make,
give different answer. Different answer. Different answer.
well, okay. So I think good thing about Alliance in the campus where we are, it pretty much feels like a resort, even though I don't stay there, but you get the feels of a resort. So that's the best thing about one of the best things about Alliance. And bad thing, I would say, if you're somebody who likes to be in the city more often, then Alliance would be way far off. I mean, I can vouch for that. That I travel from city all the way to the outskirts, and I go back from outskirts all the way back to the city. So that could play a disadvantage. But other than that, everything else seems fine.
Vaibhav took my disadvantage. I also feel that
Different. It
Alliance
has
is
to be a new
quite
one.
far off. So first, let's start with the advantage. I feel Alliance and its teachers encourage you to explore your interests. I mean, everybody individually during the classes, also teachers are like, what are you doing apart from studies? What are you doing to make yourself a better personality? So that's one part which is very good in Alliance. And the disadvantage was this only, that I found
No.
it very
Something
far.
different. Something different. Give me some
I mean,
masala.
for me, it was there's no masala as such, because everything is is almost good. The living conditions here, I mean, there's a hostel, there's proper mess food. It's very homely. Teachers are very, very supportive.
Okay. Great, guys. Thank you so much for your time and taking out time from your busy schedules to doing this. This will surely help so many students. I'm guaranteeing you, because everybody was asking me, like how is Alliance and how is MBA at Alliance. So thank you so much, guys. And we all can say bye-bye. And I'll definitely catch up with you once I'm in Bangalore. Thanks a lot for taking out time for doing this. Bye-bye, guys. Take care.
Hey, thank you,
Bye.
Kavach. Thank
Nice
you,
catching up
everybody.
with
Bye-bye.
you. Yes.
Great.
Bye bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Bye,
much.
guys.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.